stop bulking. If you are watching this right now and you are bulking, but you can't see your abs, and I don't mean one, I mean all 6 or all 8, very visibly and clearly, you should not be thinking about bulking, because a fat cunt will always struggle to build muscle without becoming more of a fat cunt. Oh, what is good, lads? Jad the Chad here with another brother to brother chat. It has been a while. It has been so long, guys. Bit of change in scenery. I moved my chair, so we're in direct sunlight, so the video quality is better, blah, blah, blah. I'm not very good at cinematics. I just, set the camera up, back in the game. But it is what it is. We're leveling up our game. Hopefully the sun is going to make me look better now. We've got the cup of coffee, as usual. And today's topic is really quite interesting because I see this excuse being thrown around so much. Not really an excuse, but more of a misunderstanding of this situation. The notion that you have to bulk. Absolutely not. It's the biggest mistake I see nowadays. People thinking they need to bulk, because the reality is we often overestimate how much muscle we can build, underestimate the fat that they've actually got that they need to get rid of. And I guarantee you, if you think that you have like 5 kilograms of fat to lose, times that by 3, it's probably 15 kg. And I've seen this a million times. Someone comes to me at 20% body fat, which I'll show you the physique that is 20% body fat. And they're like, oh yeah, I just need to lose a few kilos. You need to lose at least 10 to 15 kilos to get the physique that you actually want. So that's number one. People always underestimate how much fat they need to lose. Big problem. Because what's actually holding you back? It's not the fact that you need more muscle. It's because you're not lean enough. Think about the superheroes that you admire on television, or the movies that you watch, Marvel, whatever. Those superheroes, why do they actually hire those superheroes to play those roles? It's not due to the muscle they have. It's because of how lean they are. That's the X factor between you being some Joe Blow on the street to people asking you, holy shit, what are you taking? That is the difference. And I noticed it in real time. The moment I got lean, shredded, everyone started asking me, what was your workout program? You look so muscular. Matter of fact is, I didn't actually gain all too much muscle. And gaining muscle is actually the easy part. That's the fun part. You just have to hit the gym, train hard, progressively overload, and you'll gain some muscle. No doubt about it. The tricky part that people always put off, that they never end up doing, the bulks that last years and years. Oh, I'm on a bulk, bro. It's been 3 years. It's not how it works. The part that people really struggle with, that usually they need, is the shred, the cut. And this is why 99% of the clients that come to me, the first 12 weeks, we are cutting down. We're reducing their body fat to get to a visible pack of abs. And only from there can we start building some real muscle. So I'm going to go to the whiteboard soon, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why you need to cut before you even think of bulking. And the very metric that I use is, can you see your abs? If the answer is no, you need to cut. Then you can start building muscle for real. And you can actually build muscle a whole lot easier when you are shredded compared to being fat. Don't worry if this does make sense now. I'm going to explain it on the whiteboard. Let's get into it. Before I do that, I want to tell you guys a story of a client that I have been working with over the last 2 months. His name's Addy. Addy, absolute legend. The guy came to me initially, not really, he kind of was very reluctant. He was like, oh, I kind of want to do it myself. So we didn't end up working together initially off our first call. I was like, yeah, go ahead, like do it yourself and see how you go. And he tried for a few weeks and he was like, okay, that's it. He came back to me on his own accord, which is quite like atypical. I usually find that, off the first call, I can gauge if someone's ready or not. But he kind of, he came back after not really seeing the progress he has been. And he's been training for 2 years straight prior to actually being on this call. So he's already been grinding. And that's the thing. Just a side note, I feel like a lot of people already put the effort in. They're already investing the time, but they're not seeing the progress. So it's not even a matter of, do I need to spend more time? Do I need to work harder? It's a matter of optimizing what you're already doing to make it actually effective. That's what I found, at least. And I was actually forced to think like that because I couldn't afford to spend more time. I was in medical school. I was running a business. I could not spend more time in the gym or counting calories. It just wasn't on the table for me. So I was forced to actually learn these things and learn the right way quicker than most people did. And as a result, I was spending less time eventually in the gym, less time doing all this, as little as 3 hours a week, and making 2 to 3x the progress as everybody else. I'm 20 years old. So the age I have, the physique I have, most people are very shocked that I am not on steroids. Okay. But that's besides the point. Addy came to me. He ended up coming back to me and we ended up working together. We've been working together for 2 months now. Initially, he's like, I need a bulk. I need to find a way to build more muscle. But after we did the audit of his physique and we actually figured out what was his body fat percentage, where was he sitting at? I told her, Addy, you don't need a bulk. You need a cut. Okay. And he's like, all right, Jad, you're the boss. Let's do it. Love that guy's attitude, by the way. Absolute winner. And as a result, look at the progress he's made. 2 months in, he looks bigger. Like, look at the progress. This is before and this is after. And just look at the progress he's made. Doesn't he look like he's built muscle? Doesn't he look more jacked now? It's the illusion of bodybuilding. Being lean gives you an unfair advantage in this space. You know, it's fun to bulk, but most people need a cut. It's just the reality of it, right? Being lean, being shredded is going to make you look bigger. Now, we're probably going to do this with Addy for another 1 to 2 months. After we get him extremely lean with 6-pack showing, then we can start building muscle. And he's going to look a whole lot better because we've actually taken the time to strip off that layer of fat that was covering all the muscle that he's built over the last 2 years of working hard in the gym. If you've been gymming for more than a year consistently, I guarantee you've built some muscle. And if you don't look the part, you need to cut fat. You need to shred and actually reveal it. It's not that it's not there. It's just hiding under your sloppy love handles. Get rid of that and you'll be surprised at the hero level physique you build. If you want to figure out how, by the way, book a call and we'll get to work. Now, to the whiteboard. All right. Here's why. The bulk is the last thing you need to do. All right, let me explain. Here's your physique right now. I'm going to draw. I'm going to try and do the best illustration of the current body type prototype that you have right now, my birth. Okay, and I hope this makes sense. Here's you. Here's your little head. Here's your body. Okay. Your little dweeb legs and your dweeb arms. All right. So this is the skeleton, okay? I'm going to show you the depiction. This is muscle. This is fat. You ready? You've built muscle. You've been training for like a year and a half, 2 years. You built muscle, bro. No doubt about it. You've got muscle. You've got muscle. Got the pack. Got biceps, triceps, legs. You've got the muscle, bro. You've got the muscle. But here is the thing that makes you look like a human floaty, all right? You've got fat everywhere. Especially here. And here. People talk about looks maxing. This is gay. Looks maxing is the most feminine thing I've ever seen. You will chew some gum or do some like little jaw exercises. I tell you the number one way to looks max, get rid of your fat, bro. Lose some fat. The amount of clients I've transformed their face card, purely just how they look, like attractiveness, just their face, purely by just losing 5 to 10 kg is insane. Your jaw becomes more defined. You start to see those facial features and you start to look incredible. Your body changes in real time. You start looking like a real life superhero. All you need to do is shred that fat. Okay. The point I'm trying to make, which I hope you understand by now, is that your physique is already built. You just need to reveal it by getting rid of the fat. Okay. Because at any fat range above 15%, you won't see a 6-pack. You won't see defined chest. Doesn't matter how much muscle you build, you won't see it because you're also going to have fat. Now, you may be asking the question of, Jad, yeah, I know that, but what if I don't have that muscle? I need to just get a bit more. So that's why I need to bulk first, and then I can actually reveal something. Here's where I start talking about the mechanism of building muscle, because it is easier to build muscle sustainably and faster if you are lean at 12% body fat, okay, rather than being fat. And I explain why that's the case. Your muscle and your fat are constantly competing for resources that come in through your diet. Let's just talk about glucose. Okay, this is a very important principle here. Your fat and your muscle are constantly competing for this glucose that comes in through your food. This is the paradox. Someone can have the exact same diet as another person. Let's say person 1 is shredded and person 2, let's call them fat. Person 1 is going to become more jacked from more food, and person 2 is going to become more fat from more food, from the exact same input. Why? Their body composition, their proportion of muscle to fat. The more fat you have, the more energy is going to be distributed towards fat rather than muscle. And this is why people that start off at a high body fat percentage and try and bulk, they will build some muscle, but they'll also build fat too. So virtually their physique won't look any better. But on the other side of that, if you reduce the amount of fat you have, then by proxy, more nutrients are going to go to the muscle rather than the fat. Okay, and this is how you can build some really insane size in a matter of less than 6 months if you are lean enough first to do so. So again, same input of nutrients, different pathway, purely through your body composition. Let's say you're trying to renovate a house and your old house has mold on the walls and asbestos and the paint's coming off. Imagine if you just try and build on top of that. It's not going to look very good, is it? Right? How do you renovate properly? You get rid of the mold first, you get rid of the toxins, and then you can build once you reduce it to the right foundations first. It's the exact same principle with transforming your physique. You need to get rid of the toxins on your body, your fat cells. You need to cut those down low. Then you can start building the physique back up. You try and build muscle while you're still a bit fat, it's not going to look the same. Superhero physique is forged by being lean at around 10% body fat. That's the only way how you're going to look like the way you want to. So that was this video. I hope that all made sense to you guys. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM and book a call below if you want to transform. Let's make it happen for you. I can't wait. Have a good rest of your day. Let's go, baby.